Alright, so this is my task assignment for Bundle 3 for Marketing 370, and I'm Sean McLuhan. So the product that I chose to do is a garage for my model cars. I have a lot of model cars, and I decided to make a garage prototype that's a little bit smaller for some of the smaller cars, just to start out. I've been working on a creative way to display my cars, and I thought that a little garage would be a cool idea. And I think that this would be perfect for other people like me to use as a fun, cool idea for displaying your cars. Here's some pictures of the garage. And then here is the product in action. You can see how it would look in the middle of a collection and how it functions. Uh, really shows the value of it here. So I plan to design more larger sized models, because I obviously have bigger cars, but I just wanted to start out and do some smaller ones just to see how it would work. I could make some adjustments to do a 2 to 3 car garage, or ones for 1/24 or 1/32 or 1/36 scale. It can also be printed in a lot of different materials and colors depending on what works best or what the customer wants, essentially. So I used Tinkercad for my design. This was an original design that I created myself. I measured the car that I wanted to build it for, to get the dimensions, and I think it was relatively easy to create exactly the size that I wanted. The printing process, I used Craft Cloud to print my project. All I had to do was go on there, upload the STL file that I made in Tinkercad, select the units, then the color, material, and the cost was about $25.64, but I did pay for faster shipping, which was a bit more expensive, but it was really efficient because they made my product and shipped it to me in 4 days. So here's just some pictures of the Craft Cloud website. As far as material goes, there was 56 options for this project out of 61 total options for Craft Cloud. There was anything from different types of resin, polypropylene, different types of nylon, and you could even do it in bronze, brass, silver, gold, titanium, different types of metals. What I wanted to do was just a simple plastic, and so I ended up going with just the PLA plastic because it's durable, but it's also like the cheapest option, and this is really just a display piece, so it works perfectly. As far as the retail market goes, I said that for like the smaller, like 1/64th scale, I could go $15, $20 for a 1/36th, and $30 for a 1/24th. I think this is fair because if you get into mass production, it's going to be a lot cheaper to make these things, and people like me spend, 50 to upwards of $100 on these detail oriented cars, and it would definitely be worth, 20 to 40% of the value of the car because they're going to be doing their favorite, model car, and it's worth a lot to them to display it in a cool way. So the things I learned is that the 3D printing process is not as expensive as I thought, and it's also a lot easier than I thought, because Tinkercad makes it really great. And I also found out that it's really enjoyable and interesting to design stuff, before I kind of thought it would be like a rigorous process. Things to be regularly printed, I would say things that are detail oriented, small things like chess pieces, car parts for sure. Car parts are already being 3D printed. It just eliminates the labor, which is kind of the same thing that I said for jewelry, because there's a lot of labor that goes into detail oriented jewelry, and this would save a lot of money. So the impact, it's already made a huge impact, and I think eventually when it becomes even easier and less expensive, it'll be ubiquitous in the field of new product development. It makes it super easy to make real prototypes or scale models of prototypes so that you can get a real feel for the product and showcase its ability to other people. And it makes it easier to solve personal problems, which could then turn into, hey, this is really useful, this could be a real product. That's it. Thank you.